Have you been seeing online people making sourdough breads and it looks intimidating to you? Let me show you how with 4 simple ingredients, a little bit of time, and a hot oven, you too can make a gut-healthy, low-glycemic, high-protein bread for you and your family. So the first step in making sourdough is utilizing this starter. This starter, his name is Martha, and it's about a year old, and I fed it yesterday, so it's very active and ready to make some bread. So we're gonna start with 200 grams of this starter. You wanna grab it?
I want to do it.
Yes. Okay, grab it and plop it in. Okay, so the next step is going to be to add 750 grams of lukewarm water to the bowl with the starter. I've already portioned everything out, and all that's left to do is to dump it in. You want to dump it in? Thank you. Okay, so we have the water poured in, and now the next step is to add the salt. This is 24 grams of salt. That's right in. Pour it in there. Just dump it in. Good job. Thank you. Next step is to incorporate all these 3 ingredients together, and I'll have my little chef do that for me. Go ahead, you mix it up. Okay, so the last ingredient to put in is the flour. This is bread flour that is unbleached. Let's put this in. You ready to dump it in? There you go. Thank you. Now all we have to do is mix it up. I should mention that was 1,000 grams of bread flour. Now that everything is incorporated properly, we will be putting a damp cloth over it and letting it rest for 15 minutes. Okay, it's been 15 minutes. Now we're going to do our first series of stretch and folds, which is where you grab one side, pull it till it can't be pulled any further, and bring it across. We'll do this to all 4 sides, and we will do this 4 times we'll be doing it once every 15 minutes, and then after that, we'll be letting it rest for 8 hours, and we'll check on it then. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, everyone.
Now that we have our dough fermented over 8 hours, it is time to put the dough in the oven. To start with, we're going to put the Dutch oven to warm up with our oven at 450 degrees. Now it's time to form our bread. I'm going to start by pulling this out onto our mat here.
Mommy watching.
And we are going to essentially mold this into a round ball. Nice and round here. And I'm going to coat this in a good portion of flour. Spread it out. And then I will flip it over and begin actually stretching out this dough.
And then once I have just my liking, I'll start taking corners and pulling it into each other.
And then for the last step, I will pull it over on top of itself. And here is our ready to bake loaf. Okay, now that we let it rest for 30 minutes, our Dutch oven is preheated and we are ready to score this. Today I will be cutting an X, I think. You can do whatever you want. It doesn't really matter as long as you get those deep slices. Okay, we've got our X, and now I'm going to transfer it to the parchment paper, and from the parchment paper to the Dutch oven. And now we'll let it sit in the Dutch oven, cooking in the oven for 30 minutes. All right, so here's our loaf. After 30 minutes in the oven, I took off the lid and let it form a golden crust for about 15 minutes, and now we're ready to take it out of the Dutch oven. All right, here's our finished product. And as you can see, with 4 simple ingredients, a hot oven, and a lot of patience, you too can make a gut healthy bread for you and your family.